Before we begin today's broadcast, we would like to take a moment to thank our supporters on patreon.com/howdyfolks, whose support helps make live streams like this possible. If you want to become a patron supporter, head over to patreon.com/howdyfolks today. And now, without further ado, let's begin the show.
Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to another installment of How Broken is the Live Stream, this time featuring Halo. So, a few things to note. First off, there's lights this time. I don't know if you can tell, but you can actually see my face. Is there audio, though? Maybe I should have checked that first thing. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Yeah, you can hear me. That's perfect. Good. Okay, so I've been hard at work trying to figure out some problems and fix some things. First things first, I did fix the recording, so we're doing a local recording now. So if you want to watch this later, youtube.com/howdyfolkslive. It will be available there in super high quality 4K 60. Webcam. Haven't figured that out yet. I mean, I know it looks good, but if I start, moving around a lot, it's not going to do it now. I'm just going to look like an idiot. There it goes! See, it starts dropping frames! And I don't know why. It does it on stream as well, right? This isn't just a problem with the preview. Actually, I don't... Oh, yeah, there it goes! There it goes! I don't know why! For those of you wondering, I have an iPad here. You can see it. I'm using that to preview the stream. And, there's no game audio, is there? Can y'all hear the game? Okay, let's not panic. Is it muted? Why? Why can we not just have nice things? You know what? We're not driving 120 miles per hour today, no. Nick Ferris. Hi, Gilliam. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, Phillips as well. And Joswald, a name I haven't heard in a long time. All right, here's what I'm going to do. So, this is going to look weird, but in order to adjust the settings for the capture PC and hopefully get audio back, I've got to go on an adventure. So I'm going to leave you all here. I could put it on the Be Right Back screen. Actually, I might just do that. Because what I was going to do was I was going to push this out and then slide out of view. I'm going to put you on Be Right Back. It will be back in a moment. Surprise, you're back with me already because I have to be on this scene in order to make changes to this scene. Where's my game audio? There it is. Oh yeah, it just doesn't have the right device selected. Alright, I can fix that. That's going to be device input number 1. That should be Halo music. And if I talk, it should get quieter but not go all the way down? Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. Back to Be Right Back. Can you feel the energy today, folks? Can you feel the excitement? We're back! We haven't done, proper live streaming. Even when I was live streaming the... oh, I'm not centered. It's okay, I can sit to the side a bit. That's fine. Everything I do now, because the setup we have is entirely different from the one we used to have. I did a lot when I quit YouTube last year. Because I was like, well, I'm not using this space to create videos anymore. I am wearing a Scott the Woz Internet and You shirt, by the way. Yes, I am fashionable and hip with the times. Thank you for wondering. I was like, oh, I don't use the space to... That glitchy webcam is going to drive me crazy. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've checked all the drivers on everything. I've checked all the connections. I'm at a loss to figure out why it works flawlessly every so often, and then sometimes just gets real stuttery. I might try changing the FPS input, because right now it's at 59 point something instead of 60 FPS. Piss off. Because the camera doesn't put out a smooth 60 FPS, but maybe if I make it, it'll work better. But even when we were doing last year, I think in November, we were doing some live streams of Watch Dogs Legions. We didn't have the webcam. We didn't have an actual capture PC. Things were different then. I couldn't actually see what people were saying over here properly. I can't remember what I was using for chat, but it wasn't working very well. But now I can see someone just said hello to Lucas. Where's Lucas? Ah, Lucas! Lucas, kids, welcome back. Welcome to the stream. So hopefully things will go well today. It looks like game audio is fixed. But yeah, as I was saying, the setup is so different now. Changing anything is a hassle. Like getting up. Oh, I selected the campaign menu by bumping something. That's cool. You can see like my whole setup here. Have you ever talked about how I use a cheap mouse I got for $15 on eBay? It's a Death Adder, a wired Death Adder from like 20. I don't know. Saying it's from 20 anything might be a stretch. I think they were using this in 1805. And then we've got a Razer Orb Weaver with it's got this classic problem where the pad, the glue underneath it melted. The first time I experienced that, I didn't know what was happening. I was playing, and I had my hand on here, and all of a sudden there was like goo on my hand, and I was like, oh, my body's leaking! But no, it was the glue under the pad. It made way more sense. I don't know what would have been leaking out of my hand that would have been glue-like, but that was my first thought. And then this beautiful Gigabyte keyboard I bought because it was on sale when I built my first gaming PC way back in 2013. Someone actually once commented on one of my videos and said, hey, I went and bought the same keyboard as you. I was like, cool. I don't know why they did that. It's not a particularly special keyboard. I don't even game with it anymore. I just use it to type in, like, you know, hit Windows and type in Steam because I can't be bothered clicking the Steam icon that's on, like, the bottom of the screen. I would much rather hit Windows and then type in Steam. I don't know how that's more lazy, but that's more lazy for me. That is my general approach these days. And it works. There's also this random thing. Why are we doing this is not a desk tour video. What is this, guys? It's a low-profile bracket. For what? Who knows? I'm going to step on that later. It's going to hurt. All right. Halo. Halo Infinite's coming out in December. I am excited to spend way too much time playing it. We've never really done Halo on this channel. I think we did a Halo 4 video, maybe, a long time ago, I want to say. I think I did like a single match in Halo 4, and I was really bad at it, but it was a lot of fun. Reese, are we playing the Master Chief Collection on Steam? We are. We are playing it on stream from Steam on PC. So I've played through all of these games before. Played through them 360, played through them on the Xbox One X, playing through them now on PC. This is sort of, again, not the first time I've done Halo on the channel, but look, I'm not a Halo master. I want everyone to know that. Like most games that I love, I'm bad at it, but I enjoy it all the same, right? It's a series that I've loved since the first time I played it at my friend Nathan's house. He had an Xbox for some reason. No one else I knew had one of those. And he was like, do you want to play Halo 2? And I said, what is a Halo 2? And he hands me this massive controller that actually fit nicely in my overly sized hands, right? And I was like, okay, I'm into this. Although it might have actually been Halo 3 now that I think about it. See, I sort of confused that memory with another time I played Halo 2 at a church during, like, this week of backyard Bible clubs we were doing. And so in between the morning one and the evening one, we would go to this church and eat sandwiches and just play Halo 2. But I think I did that after I played Halo 3 with my friend. None of this backstory is necessary. The fact is, I got Xbox. I went from PS2, not to PS3, but to Xbox 360 because of Halo. I wanted to play more of it. because I played it at that church that one random time and with my friend Nathan. And when it came time for Christmas 2009, I think, my parents were like, do you want a PS3 or an Xbox 360? And I was like, well, you know, I've always been something of a PlayStation man myself, but all of my friends do have Xboxes and do play Halo. You decide for me, Mom and Dad, you know? I love that. I had like a lot of separation anxiety about going away from PlayStation. I wasn't even necessarily a PlayStation fanboy. It was just what I was used to. And I was like, I didn't want to say, give me an Xbox, but I got an Xbox 360. And it was, beautiful. Loved that thing. Played it to death. All right. We have talked a lot. We've talked too much, haven't we? Nick says, same, Reese. I was too invited to play Halo with a friend. That's how we do it, right? Like, that's how they get you hooked. They get one person to buy Halo, and they get that one person to invite 3, 4, 5, 10 of his friends over, and then everyone plays Halo, and then they go home, and they're like, Mom, I gotta get an Xbox! And Mom says, is that a Nintendo? What are you talking about? Because that's what video games are. I've talked too much. I'm sorry. I don't think there's anyone new here. I'm looking at the chat. I see Lucas Kitts. I see Nick Alvarez. I see Andros Wald. I see Guillermo. Oh my gosh, hi. This is what you expected when you saw this, right? You're like, yes! Finally, Reese is back. I get to listen to him preamble a video live stream for 40 minutes before he actually starts playing. So, we're on the campaign screen, and we can choose where to start. We're going to go through, like, I've thought about this, and if you look at the campaign menu, I think this is the order they were released on PC. That's why they're in this order. But they're almost in chronological order, too. So, of course, the first game ever made was Halo CE, Halo 2, 3 ODST, 4, and then Reach. But they put Reach at the start here, which makes sense, because that's the first game chronologically. It goes Reach, Halo CE, Halo 2. This one's weird. This is weird. Because then it goes 3 ODST. And I can understand why you would want, from a gameplay standpoint, to play them in that order. But 3 ODST takes place during 2. They're like companion games. They take place in line with one another. So if you want to have a chronological order, it should go Reach, Anniversary, or CE Anniversary, 2 Anniversary, ODST, 3, 4, which is, I think, the order we're going to put them in. I see a lot of hashtags. Hashtag yes men. Yeah, where are my yes men at? Where are my yes men at? And who is Cub, Gilliam? Who is Cub? That's a good question that we all need to be asking. I did a poll asking people Reach or Anniversary, or, well, not Anniversary, Reach or Halo Combat Evolved, and people voted Combat Evolved, but I didn't actually say what the poll was for, so I think people were just choosing their preferred game, which makes sense. It's what I would have done in that situation. Maybe I should have specified. I wanted to keep it secret that we were streaming these, so I couldn't say which of these should I stream. We're going to go Reach. We're going to go chronological. That's the order we're going to play these in. We're going to play through all of them in the lead up to the release of Infinite. And be it good or be it bad, we're going to play it, and it'll be rad. And yeah, we'll break out the Xbox One X to play through Halo 5, I guess, because it exists. Played through it once, didn't care for it. Played through Halo 4 twice now. Still don't care for it either, but we're going to play it, and we're going to have a good time. Quick start. So I already played through this one on PC. We're going to go through a normal difficulty, and we're just going to have a grand old time. We're going to let all the cutscenes play. We're in it, you know? Get that stellar soundtrack that we all know and love playing. Spoilers, by the way. You've never played Halo. If you don't know what happens on Reach. So here's something I didn't realize. So Fall of Reach, a book that I read 10 years ago, I kind of remember. I did not realize that it was released before the first Halo game. So obviously it was written to coincide with Halo. Like, Halo's not based on a pre-existing world or anything like that. But Halo Reach, the novel was written and published, I think, like 2 months before Halo CE was released. The idea being, like, are you hyped for this Microsoft game? Go buy this book and get hyped for the story. God, I hope you read it, or the first game's not going to make any sense to you. Because the first game really throws you in, like, immediately after the events of Reach. Or the first game, yeah. With no context of what's happening. There's just a Master Chief. He's a Spartan. There's a Cortana. Nobody knows what that's all about. And there's a Covenant and a ring. No clue what's going on. So God bless you if you picked that game up in 2001 without first acquiring the novel. That I mean, if you ever want to read a Halo book, Fall of Reach is the one to read. It's the only one I've ever read. Oh, why is there a timer going? What is that timer for? Oh God, what is that timer? Paint! Paint's drying. We're fine. My mind was racing. Is there something in the oven? Is there something in the toaster oven? Is there an animal I'm supposed to be giving like a shot to or something? I don't know why it would be that. But yeah, Fall of Reach is a great novel. I'm about to reach a read Contact Harvest.
2,600 hours. I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable resources. I disagree.
Commander.
So that's our new number 6.
Cat, you read his file?
Only the parts that weren't covered in black ink.
Anyone claim responsibility, sir?
Oni thinks it might be the local insurrection. 5 months ago, they pulled a similar job on Harmony. Hit a relay to take out our eyes and ears, then stole 2 freighters from dry dock. That cannot happen here. Reach is too damn important. I want that relay back online, Noble One.
Sir, consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Lieutenant.
Commander, sir.
I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Cat, Noble 2, me and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6. Not gonna lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled. Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file, even the parts the Oni censors didn't want me to. I'm glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear?
Got it, sir. Welcome to Reach.
It's a good intro. I remember the first time I played this game. It came out in 2010. It felt like they were trying to do almost like a Call of Duty sort of thing, where the player character, you never really see them. You don't, if you have a name, I guess sometimes you play as characters, don't you? But generally, they try to like put you in the role, right? Like you're the character. So like you're not Master Chief. You are Noble 6. You are.
Noble Team, we're looking at a down
Which is
relay outpost 50 clicks from Visegrad. We're gonna introduce ourselves to whoever took it out, and then Cat's gonna get it back online.
Get me under the hood, Commander.
Sir, why would rebels want to cut off Reach from the rest of the colonies?
You get a chance, maybe you can ask him, George.
So for those of you not tracking, we're on Reach. Something's happening. They think it might be insurrectionists. We're at a point in the war with the Covenant where it's unlikely the Covenant's here. Why would they be? And we are playing Noble 6. We are filling in for the role of the previous Noble 6 who died somehow. I don't think it's ever explained. I'd love a backstory on Noble Team in the form of a novel, but I don't think there is one, to my knowledge. But we're flying into what we assume is going to be an insurrectionist situation. And, you know, maybe it is a gross misallocation of resources if that's what's actually happening. I forgot to turn off the FPS, by the way, so you just get to see my frame rate. Enjoy that.
Stay focused. Watch your sectors.
How's life been? Life's been pretty good, Nick. Finished playing all the Kingdom Hearts games last week, including MOM. Wow. I still haven't played MOM. That's pretty cool, though, Gilliam. What'd you think of them overall? Do I like these settings? Absolutely, I do. I played with them last week. I played through this game last week. You might think that, oh, good, Reese, you played through it a week ago. You know the environment, you know the terrain, you know the weapons, you know the controls. You're going to be able to breeze through that. Probably not, honestly, if I'm leveling with you. I was listening to a podcast. I had 2 cats fighting in my lap. Exit the vehicle. I also changed some settings since then. Now, can I change the way I look in this one? I can't remember. If I can, I don't know how. What does tab do? Oh, okay. I'm 117, but I'm not. I'm definitely not. So I'm not really like an Easter egg hunter in these sorts of games. I don't go around looking for terminals and things. I don't even know if there are any in Reach. If there are, I've never found them. I've come across like skulls and terminals and things by accident in other Halo games. I remember the first skull I ever found in Halo 3. I still take pride in knowing its location. I go back and get it every single time I play the level. Not because I need it or I want it. It's just because it's like I found this and it's part of my routine now. Darkness, friends, light, power, chi, ki. Or what does he say? Kai? I believe it's supposed to be Kai. Kai Blade. Is that right? I haven't played Halo 3. Halo 3. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 in a couple of years. Man, I think have I played through that game 3 times, or is that my imagination? I think I might have. Do we have a flashlight? Oh no, we've got night vision. That's right in this one, which is pretty cool and makes you wonder why no one else had it.
So where are the troopers?
We're kind of just killing time right here until they let us progress to the next part of the game. Do you think we could kill Cat? No, we're not gonna shoot Cat in the head. Who would do something like that? That would be monstrous. Chi sounds like key. I mean, it does.
Noble 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir.
So how was Melody of Memory, like without any spoilers? Also, I do see Drake 005. Name I haven't heard in a long time. I'm just going to quote Obi-Wan anytime someone I haven't spoken to in a while comes into the chat. That's one of my favorite Obi-Wan lines.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage, but be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Okay, I'm leaving these guys behind. You can kill them, but I'm not our team. I mean, you might be able to kill our team. I was talking more so about the birds. This pistol rocks. Best weapon in the game. This, it's fine. If you really just want to shoot a lot of people, it gets the job done. Or not. I mean, if you want to shoot one person a lot of times.
To the house. Going quiet. Right behind you.
I don't think I really need to go in quiet. There is no stealth mechanics in any Halo games. Sometimes they act like there is. Like, hey, here's a silencer on your weapon in ODST. But I think the game would be... It's not the kind of game... Oh, hey. Farmer scum?
Hiding, sir. Neighbors were attacked last night. He heard screams, gunfire.
Why didn't he go help? So you just let your neighbors die while you hid in here with, Okay, well, you do have a child. Who else is in here? What's the makeup of the people in this building? Is this like one single family? What's the dynamic? What's your story, dear? Okay, well, we'll never find out. Presumably they die. Most people here do. Spoilers for the end of Reach, I guess. Dark Souls is great. Just never got into it for long. Oh, Nick's asking about Dark Souls fans. I own Dark Souls. I haven't played it. We've always talked about streaming that someday. I think because a lot of you like the concept of watching me be in pain. In fact, I know for a fact a lot of you love the idea of me in pain. And so I think that's why we've talked about it so many times over the years. We'll get to it one day. That's awful, man. I mean, what is even the advantage of that? Why go through that extra effort? Oh, it was an interrogation. See, this is the benefits of listening to the dialogue of your teammates. They'll tell you. Frick, I don't remember that noise. I don't remember. I just played this the other day. I don't remember that. I'm getting a little unnerved, even though I literally know what's about to happen. I know what happens next. Yeah, here we go. All right.
I see movement outside your structure.
Yeah, you do.
Move up to the west. We're about to be flanked.
There they are. I don't know if we're supposed to start shooting them or not, but I'm gonna start shooting them. Sup, you little turkeys? Get out of here, you little grunt fellas. Die! One of the things I was most excited about with Master Chief Collection coming to PC was being able to play with mouse and keyboard. Although I think the Xbox version also supports mouse and keyboard now, which is crazy. I thought that would improve my aim, but then I remembered that actually my problems with aim are all mental. It has nothing to do with like thumbs versus having a full hand to manipulate a mouse. I'm just slightly inept. Hi, guys! I don't think that killed anyone. I forget, is this a super powerful punch in this game? It's alright. Am I wrong, or is Halo 3 like the best punch in the game? Because I always felt like Halo 3 was the best punch in the game. Or at least the most over the top, the most comically powerful.
Global leader, enemy dropships inbound.
Oh, we'll see you later. I see Andrew. Is Andrew's World leaving? Hey, thank you for watching. Take care. Love all? Hey, we love you as well. Or we all love you? Oh, you all love me. We all love you too, I assure you. Elden Ring hype? That game does look pretty exciting, yeah. I'm interested in playing that. There are a lot of games I'm looking forward to playing, but honestly, a lot of games that I was looking forward to playing have already come out that I haven't gotten around to playing yet. I have now, because it was finally released on Steam, I have the Outer Worlds. 2 different games. I get them confused. I own Outer Wilds as well. Haven't played it yet. But the Outer Worlds DLC launched, and I was waiting for it to come out on PC. Instead, I ended up playing through the entire game again, basically 100% of it. Like, I didn't fully max out my character, but I did every quest and side quest. Got all of the companions on the Switch. Wrote an entire video about it back when I did the Buzz Lightyear video. I was like, I can do like a review of this on Switch. Recorded some stuff for it, never got around to making that video. But it was actually surprisingly decent on Switch. I think they've done a lot of work to it since it originally launched on Switch, and I had a really good time with it. But I want to do the DLC, and I want to do it on PC, because it's not even out on Switch, the DLC. But I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. What else has come out that I haven't played yet? I still haven't played the new Spider-Man game that came out, what, like 2 years ago at this point? Or Miles Morales. I wanted to play them both on PS5, but the PS5 doesn't exist. I have 2 friends that have them, and I think that they actually did some sort of weird demonic ritual in order to like receive them from Satan, because I don't think that they're real. I don't think they've ever been available in stores. I think anyone telling you otherwise is a lying deceiver from the devil. I definitely thought those were shields and not hay bales for a second. And no, I don't know how I made that mistake. That last shot definitely just caught air, but that's okay. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Kill that guy real quick. All right, let me show you an elite tactic here. Just run at them shooting, and they die. And then when they punch you, you punch them back. I'm not actually sure how he died. My elite tactic wasn't supposed to be elite. I was supposed to take a lot more damage than that. It was supposed to be embarrassing but amusing for the live viewing audience. But Noble Team, man, they just kick butt, dude. I don't know what to tell you. They really took him down. I think we're going this way and getting on a vehicle. Do you think Cat's a good driver? Maybe we should let Cat drive and I'll ride around in the back. Or in the passenger seat. What could go wrong? Okay, we're actually with Carter and George. That's fine. Skyward Sword HD is a game that I now own. And I was super, super excited for it because I love Skyward Sword. And I played through the intro bit all the way down to when you get to... this was just like a week ago I did this. All the way through the intro bit until you get to the surface. And then I just stopped playing. And I haven't gone back to it. I don't know why. Maybe we'll live stream it. Okay, you know what? You're a terrible driver. If we're going to stop and fight people... Good gosh, let me do this. Get in the car. Get in the car, both of you. This is the worst. Can I get on the back and use a heavy gun? Oh, that's just the gun George carries around with him. Good gosh. Get on there, George. He can just kind of set it up. Oh, that's pretty cool. I dig that. That's a nice touch I never noticed before. I want to play through Skyward Sword HD. You know what, though? The controls for it kind of suck. The controls for Skyward Sword HD actually make me rage angry in an unnatural and unhealthy way. Is this the way we're supposed to be going? I think this is where we're supposed to be at. I don't actually know. I choose to believe we're in the right place. The worst. Are we supposed to be clearing out this structure, or am I supposed to keep driving? It doesn't matter, because we're going to stay here and kill everyone. But I don't know if we're actually supposed to stop here. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, so playing with a controller or even 2 Joy-Con or in handheld mode, you have 2 sticks, right? You think 1 stick's for movement, 1 stick's for looking around. And you'd be right. Except in order to get free camera and actually look around and see what's going on in the world around you, you have to hold down the left bumper. I think it's just called L on the Switch. I don't think it's left bumper. I think it's L and then LZ? Is that right? Which is terrible. That's so dumb. But the reason is because you use the right stick to do your sword swings and stuff, which isn't very they aren't very good with the stick. I'll be honest with you. They get the job done, but it can be a bit hit or miss. But holding down we'll call it right bump or left bumper in order to look around is kind of a pain. And it kind of makes you wonder. Like, here's the thing, right? If you're holding down right bumper to look around and then you hold down left bumper, I keep saying right, and then you hold down left trigger to do a lock on an enemy, it ignores the left bumper. So I've not found a reason in the game to just run around swinging my sword without locking onto an enemy. So why not just have it where by default the right stick is used to look around, and then only when you hold down right trigger does it allow you to like lock onto an enemy and start swinging your sword? Or why not have it to where, you know, it's by default you look around with the right stick, and then holding down right bumper or left bumper lets you swing your sword around while still running freely, and then holding down right trigger lets you swing your sword around while locked onto it. There's just so many better ways of doing it than what they did. What they did is terrible, and I got around it kind of for the early game by using a rubber band to forcibly hold down left bumper at all times, and that was fine until you start getting items. Once you get items, I'm just trying to run into this guy. Well, I guess we got him. Again, I don't think we have to do this. I think we could have just kept driving and skipped all this. But now we've got a nice checkpoint here. The problem is when you get items, if you want to cycle between them, you hold down right bumper and then use the right stick, and that doesn't work when you're holding down left bumper as well with the rubber band. It's just bad. It's just bad. But fortunately, you can use the right stick to look around and only use it to look around if you're willing to use motion controls. But that kind of defeats the purpose of having an HD remaster that doesn't make you use the motion controls. It's very upsetting. So Nintendo had the opportunity to create the perfect game, and they ruined it, and I'm very frustrated, and I don't know if I'm going to go back to that game. And if I do, I guess I'm going to either have to get used to holding down left bumper when I want to look around, which is dumb, or just use motion controls, which I didn't want to do, because don't you all remember that horrible fight against the giant scorpion where the motion controls do not work? I think I've got like a short for it somewhere. I think it's on one of my YouTube shorts. It's terrible. It's awful. It might just be a clip. It makes me feel pain. I think I get an ulcer when I think about it. I don't want to think about it. It's so terrible. But yeah, I'm just... What? There's an ordinance here? What the heck?
3 Charlie. It's the
yeah, there we go.
Let's get you out of here.
Why is my mouse wheel direction reversed on this computer? So, I've started playing games in my living room a lot more, and I have a different mouse in there, and the scroll direction is reversed. I also got a mechanical keyboard. That's right, guys. I'm cool now. I have a mechanical keyboard. It has brown switches. They're not as tactile as I wanted them to be. Everyone described... Like, the way people describe tactile switches, I was under the... Wow, okay, the punch might be overpowered in this game as well, although I am on normal difficulty, so... people describe the tactile... Like, I thought it was going to be like a real solid, like, clunk when I pushed it. And it's not. So, fortunately, it's hot swap switches, so I can hot swap them if I wanted to. I haven't done it yet, but I might. Oh, wow, he just, like, jumped into that. What an idiot. That's reload. That's punch. Wow, we're dancing with death over here. But yeah, so my scroll direction is reversed. So normally I up scroll to cycle weapons and then down scroll to cycle grenades, but it's reversed right now. We do have a health pack here. Is there another wave coming though? No. All right, we're good to go. We're almost out of ammo on this weapon. I almost wonder if we should leave it behind. Like, we're running low on pistol. I'm sure we'll be fine. I think we're done anyway. Now, I know I'm supposed to hit F to ride in the Falcon, but can I jump in the Falcon? What if I do like a crouch jump? No. They thought about this. Bungie thought about this. Unfortunate. I actually wanted that seat. I thought that would be cool. But okay, game. Moving on, I guess. Have you ever heard about the Emu Wars? Wasn't there 2 Emu Wars? I might be wrong. But as I remember, there were 2 emu wars.
Dial up my torch, cut the way through.
And the Australian military lost both of them. So if I'm not mistaken, according to like international law, Australia is now actually the property of the emus, and they rule with an iron feather. It's actually pretty hard to live there. They have all these different like regulations for their citizens. Like you've got to do a certain amount. Like no chicken, first off. No poultry products at all. If you're Australian, Kentucky Fried Chicken actually just serves like a beef product that's in the shape of a chicken leg, but it's just beef. It's deep fried beef. It's pretty good, but it's not real. And that's, emus don't care if you're eating beef. In fact, they have a long-standing quarrel with cows as a species. So understandably, they prefer if you eat cows. They find it to be a nice punishment for what the cows did to them during the Emu Cow War of 1812. Just a little bit of retribution, But yeah, it's a rough world to live there. And of course, if you ever try to get through customs with the emus, they are very particular. They'll peck you all over to make sure you're not smuggling in like drugs or dogs. Johnny Depp found out that the hard way when he smuggled in some dogs. And the emus were not pleased. Yeah, see, the thing is, I guess we can use up all the ammo in this gun before we swap it. Oh, hold on. Hot dog. We're good to go. The game knows what's up. All right, you guys are doing fantastic. I'm going to just sprint over here real quick and deal with this guy. Is that what you wanted to know, though? Hey, Rancid Bean, how are you doing? Hey, did you notice that Rancid... I didn't realize this. I know it's a bit of a weird thing to realize as a grown adult, but I didn't know that Rancid and, like, spoiled or, like, rotten foods were different. So, like, rancid food you can still technically eat. It just doesn't taste good. But it's not... Like, people use the words interchangeably. Like you'd use rancid lettuce as rotten meat. Like you'd say both are rancid or both are rotten, but there is a difference, and you can actually eat rancid food. It's just not pleasant. Please don't eat rancid food. Get sick and sue me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm judging all of this off of a game theory, food theory video I watched about surviving in a supermarket and how long you'd make it. So maybe his research is wrong, in which case you'll need to contact his legal team about that. Don't shoot the messenger, just shoot the original reporter. Not me. That's not me. Good gosh. Don't eat rancid food. It's not pleasant. Unhealthy or not, it's not pleasant. Go get some non-rancid food. I've used up all my nades. I don't even think that one killed anybody. That's unfortunate as well. Gosh, who's shooting me right now? Where were those shots coming from? Ah, dang it. I like how all of my team is over there, and I'm just over here by myself. I don't think that's going to last very long, though. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a wave that comes that's, like, too much for us to handle, and we seal ourselves inside again. Yes, I did just play this game a week ago. No, I don't remember it. I'm trying to... oh, gosh, where did you come from? I'm trying to find some enemy nades. See if anyone dropped any. We actually handled that just fine, so I don't think there's anything that they can bring us that we're not going to be able to handle. Can I get the guy driving that? It doesn't look like it. Okay, a waste of ammo, but a fun one. Good job, team. We really held them back. Are we locking ourselves in? Okay, yeah, the last time I played this game, there was definitely a swarm of enemies out there trying to kill us at that point. So maybe I have improved marginally. Goodbye, pistol. It's been fun, but you're empty and kind of useless now. MatPat is always right, says Gilliam. Okay. Did you know that beans can't go rancid if they are raw and dried? I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Back in Y2K, I don't know if any of you were alive for that. I was. During the lead up to Y2K, there was a lot of fear-mongering going around, and a lot of like, man, if you don't have our beans, you'll die, because Y2K's coming, and who cares that most of the state's power grid is not computerized yet, because it's the 90s. Power's definitely going to turn off anyway. You're not going to have any money. And you're all gonna die, and your family's gonna die, and you're gonna have to eat your kids unless you buy some beans. So we had so many 5-gallon buckets full of dried beans in preparation for the Y2K apocalypse. That did not happen. So that's unfortunate.
Found something.
I would have preferred there be an apocalypse so we could have used those beans. I don't think we ever ate them. They might still be in the 5-gallon containers to this day. She is a fighter. This is a potential Spartan 4 candidate right here.
Keep still, and I'll release you.
What is that? It's over!
We've been engaged!
Love the music in this scene.
That Tango group has permission to pursue.
Negative 4, stay on the entrance. 2, handle her. 5 and 6, clear the hole.
Alright, yeah, we're definitely gonna switch for one of these. Much less ammo overall, but much more, like, potent ammo. Watch this guy die like a chump. You ready? Oh, he's not even moving. Oh, like a chump. Some grunts stand on top of objects to make themselves appear larger. That is definitely in universe canon. I've decided that right now. That's what he was doing, jumping off of that stack of things. Does anyone know, like, in universe, why some of the grunts look so different? Like, some of them have... Well, hold on. Let me get close to one of their heads, and we'll, like, dissect. I guess we should deal with the enemies at hand, shouldn't we? Before we start, like, looking at grunts. Although I think that was... If there's another elite, they're nowhere near here. Oh, did we stick him? Oh, we stuck that guy! Nice. Okay. Time to look at grunts. Okay, so this is, like, the standard grunt, right? And then there's this guy here. He's got a different pack on him. Like, see, these are the pointy ones. We're used to this. What's up with this guy? Why is he different? Is this just a different model of methane tank? Because I believe they're from a methane environment. That's where they have the tanks, so they can breathe properly.
Area secure, sir.
Apparently, they're the only ones in the Covenant from a methane-rich atmosphere. Oh, goodness gracious, you. We're going to go back to Y2K in a second. I promise. Because I saw that Drake said it was 20 during Y2K. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy how time flies, isn't it?
Flush him out. I've got you covered.
Was I conscious? No, says Nick. I can see that. You are, George. You're putting down some real heavy fire. Is that his name? What is your name? I forgot your name. I think it's George. Yeah, okay, see, I knew this guy was here. Because this guy wrecked me when I played this game last week. Like, totally. He's about to wreck me again. I can't get away from him. Get him, George. Get him! I haven't died yet so far. I don't want to. I want to get through alive. Ah ha ha ha! He tricked me, is what he did. What the heck? What? Come back here, you coward! You know what? We're gonna fill his guts full of lead. That's what we're gonna do. Is he dead? Oh, he killed him. Great. Wait, no, he didn't. Is he still alive? What is he doing there? Now he's dead. Oh goodness! Yeah, that guy completely pwned me last time. I'm gonna get rid of my pistol for a laser sword. I know that might be controversial, but I don't think you get the opportunity to get a laser sword very often in this game. I believe that they were a slave race from different planets, so maybe they have different adaptations. Maybe so. Maybe it's a difference between like male and female. Maybe the male ones get pointy tanks because...
If the question is, when will the station be back online?
I don't have a reason for it.
Earliest.
I don't know.
Plasma damage.
You ever start a sentence and hope that you're going to come up with something to say, like as you go? Hey, by the way, we've dropped 0.1% of frames due to rendering lag, which makes no sense to me, because we literally are streaming this off of a 16-core, 32-thread Threadripper system with a 1660 Ti. Arguably not the most powerful graphics card, but it shouldn't matter. For what we're doing here, should be able to handle that. Why did we drop 0.1% of frames?
I name George.
Shada.
Shada.
That's weird. Our average time to render frames just jumped from 2 milliseconds to almost 5. What's happening right now? I'm looking. It doesn't even look like it's particularly...
I'm sorry.
Why would you be?
Big man forgets what he is sometimes.
She just lost her father. She needs a full psychiatric workup.
She's not the only one.
Lock it down, both of you. Get her on her feet. The body stays here.
Thank you, sir.
Signal. It's patchy, but it's there.
I'll take it.
Let's not touch anything. You wouldn't want to ground this place.
Barely getting you. What's your situation? Over?
Colonel, this is Noble 1. There are no rebels. The Covenant are on Reach. Acknowledge?
Come again, Noble One. Did you say Covenant?
Affirmative. It's the Winter Contingency.
May God help us all.
Amen. That was the first level. We did it. We aced it. We didn't die.